Hey everybody, 3KO Games here, back with another hero review video in Empires and Puzzles. We've got a pile of new heroes today. A brand new, chubby little cute fox in the Covenant Summon, and our seasonal beach party event has just started. So we've got two new heroes here and a brand new costume. Let's jump in, we'll look at Covenant first and take a look at Nibbles. Look at Nibbles, he's got like a little onesie on and he's eating cherry pie. That's pretty awesome. Very cute. Team power 1186. Leaning more offensive, 1229 on attack, 1176 defense, and 2160 on health. If you double limit break him, he gets a regen ether talent, which regenerates 420 health over 6 turns. So that's, of course, only if you're taking damage in the first 6 turns, and then you get a little bit of regeneration. Yeah, it's interesting that his stats, their stats, whatever, stats lean a little bit more on the attack side when it's a cleric, which is a more defensive type class. Clerics, of course, get that chance to resist mana stuff, which is pretty good. Nibbles is a 5-star red fox. And the fox family gets that little minion that has almost no health, but will likely dodge, 80% chance to dodge. Does have 100% attack on that minion. And if the sly fox minion does dodge, it steals the latest dispellable buff from the attacker, gives it to its owner. So anyway, and of course the most important thing about foxes is their decreased healing passive. All enemies get negative 50% healing, and that just lasts as long as Nibbles does, and he looks like he's going to be there for a while. He's got a lot of pie to finish. Yeah, looking at this special skill, they are a defensive type hero. It's a healer. Paw in every pie. Very fast speed. Recovers 15% health for all allies. That's very low health recovery, but it's very fast speed. Steals the latest dispellable buff from all enemies and randomly distributes them on allies. That's nice. Just the latest, so 1 buff, but at very fast speed. You can't expect a hero to steal all buffs or anything. But then the third point is very interesting, as it could be a lot of fun. All allies get lasting 210 health regeneration per turn. This effect lasts until it is cleansed. Well, not really cleansed, dispelled probably, replaced, or removed. So if you're going up against a team that does not have a dispeller, you're just going to be healing a little bit every turn, the whole battle. Going to make help your whole team last a long time, which indicates that he's good for offense. So you can choose to bring him in with somebody who's not a dispeller. On defense, that can be dispelled. Of course, at very fast speed, he'll probably just get tiles into him and get ready to fire that special again. Could be really, really annoying. But on the offensive side, on your side of the coin, could be a very fun hero to play with. I don't think he's breaking the game, but at very fast speed, lots of fun. New little red healer fox named Nibbles in that Covenant portal. Featured alongside a Beowulf hero, Etch the Owl, some of the Untold Tales 2 heroes, and 2 other foxes. Really great heroes here in the Covenant Summon this time. One of the first times we're not seeing any Mega Minion heroes in the Covenant Summon. So if you are doing some pulls here, good luck to you. Excellent heroes. I have none of them. I will maybe save up for a couple pulls later. But that's not the only new hero. We also have Beach Party with Andy J. Check him out. DJ. Andy J. And DJ. That's what it is. He's a DJ. He's an DJ. Okay. There he is. Spinning tunes. Great beats. He is a 5-star red sorcerer of the Beach Party family. Gets 1 or more heroes. -20, -40, -60% damage received from damage over time status effects. All right, so dot damage is going to be less effective against Andy J. Pretty nice. Team power is 1186. They've been doing this the last few seasonal events. The special skills are usually not quite as impressive with these seasonal heroes, but they've been making their stats current. So at least there's that. So those stats are very current. 1219 attack, 1184 defense, 2165 on health. If you double limit break him, he gets an ailment, immunity, ether power. Passives are that water stuff. Character casts their special skill. All enemies receive 414 water damage over 2 turns. That's a little bit. And also an innate resistance against water damage. So, what does that mean? That means, when you go against other people that have water damage, which are not that many, you'll be okay. What's that blue hero that gets used more frequently these days? Has some water damage. Oh, isn't it? Doesn't Quarry have water damage? I think so. So that's nice. Andy J will work okay against Quarry. Also, Andy J will work okay against glass heroes. Because if they reflect, he's like, I don't care. So that's pretty nice. If he's not double limit broken, then that water damage is only 292 over 2 turns. Very minimal. Okay, Blazing Rave Dance is the slow speed special skill. Deals 450% damage to all enemies. That's a nice big number. All allies except the caster dance the Blazing Rave Dance for 3 turns, which is plus 50% defense. Then if any dancer is hit with direct damage from a special skill, Blazing Rave Dance is extended by 1 turn for all dancers. The dance can only be extended once per turn. Okay. Yeah, and it's a dance, so it overwrites other dances or ballad effects that you have on you. It overwrites and blocks other existing status ailments, which is pretty nice. Yeah, what do I think? It's nice big damage at slow speed. The dance is useful, but certainly not game-changing. So basically, you're going to just keep that plus 50% defense. Because unless somebody brings a sniper against you and just tries to take out Andy J, if you don't want to deal with all that defense up, or you have characters that bypass. Now, if it's a dance, and it's not just a special skill, normal buff defense, will a glass hero bypass that plus 50% defense? I think they will. So that's a way around it. Or you just got to snipe this guy away and then the dance is done. Or bring in one of those new bards if you have them and the dance is only 1 turn. Lots of ways around Andy J. I think he's okay. I mean, certainly if you are earlier stages in the game, he could be a really useful hero. Rush War in particular. Later stages in the game, maybe he's fun to play with. I'm not terribly excited about Andy J, but good luck if you are choosing to pull. And if he is the character of your dreams, I hope that you get him, and he spins some great tunes for you. We also have Serena. Looks like she stayed in the sun way too long, like past red, and now is just purple. 1186 as well. This is all the same. Okay, 278 water damage over 2 turns. I think that's a little bit less because she's average speed and not slow. If you double limit break her, she gets a counterattack ether talent, which is fine. 400% damage to the target. It's not a huge snipe. Summons a Gossip Whisperer Fiend for the target. They keep making up all these new names for fiends. I wonder if is that fiend going to come back in another hero eventually, or is it just every new character that has a fiend is going to get something new named for them? Gossip Whisperer. Gossip Whisperer Fiend absorbs healing, disappears after absorbing a healing amount equal to 25% of its target's max health. That's a pretty weak fiend. Most healers, except Nibbles, will heal for 25% or more. But if you don't have a healer, or if you can't get that healer charged up when summoned, the Gossip Whisperer gives negative 45% accuracy for its target, as long as the target has Gossip Whisperer Fiends. This effect can't be cleansed. Interesting. Okay, so pair this with a fox that reduces the healing, and then maybe they keep those fiends on them, and are only, it's a coin flip whether they're actually going to hit you or not, which is certainly handy. Gossip Whisperer Fiend generates a clone of itself to nearby enemies on every turn. Now, does that also mean that it duplicates itself to the owner, or does it just spread? A lot of those fiends or minions that have spread before, like, duplicate itself to the owner and then add one to the flanks, etc. That would make the health absorption needed much higher, to clear 2 of these fiends. But if it's just spreading, and each enemy can have one of the fiends, still easy to heal away, but could definitely be a useful, fun hero, giving that accuracy down. Of course, we have lots of heroes: astral, dwarves, elves, owls, some others that never miss. So this 45% accuracy down is not going to matter that much. So probably not a defensive hero here as well, because you can just choose to work around that by bringing a hero in that never misses, or just have a hefty healer that will deal with those fiends pretty easily. All right. Yeah, both of these heroes, fine. I think especially, if you are in the earlier stages of the game, Epic Hero tokens are a little bit easier to come by. You get them for free more easily, and you can pick up offers if you choose to just sink some money into it, where they are much cheaper than, like, a pull in the Covenant portal or something like that. So, when you're earlier on, use these seasonal heroes, because they're pretty good. Their stats are right there. I think later on in the game, they're just not going to stack up in wars against some of the meta heroes, but could be fun. Of course, if you are also thinking about pulling here, there are other things to consider. Do you like the June Hero of the Month? I don't love the June Hero of the Month. Do you want to wait for the July Hero of the Month? I think Beach Party will still be there. Yeah, 41 days. Beach Party will still be there. Or especially if you already have the June Hero of the Month. Also, they're still bringing those mimics in. And you could wait for another Secret Summon Day and sync them there. I think personally what I'm going to do is wait for Kalevala, which is around the corner too. It seems like year after year, the Kalevala seasonal heroes are heroes that you can still use in gameplay, even in some upper levels. I'm thinking about how long Ukkonen lasted, or Kullervo, somebody like that. So if I don't spend my couple of epic hero tokens here, they'll just have saved more for next time. But we have one more hero to talk about, and that is Flip. Flip's not a bad healer. I gave Flip a hard time. My buddy and alliance mate Harpy likes Flip. So Harpy, if you're watching, I hope that you land this lovely seal costume, because suddenly he'll be even more relevant because the stats will be increased. Okay, so at 1184 with that costume bonus, which is 40, 40, 45, and 5, really inflating the stats to be right there up with the latest heroes that they have. Double limit break is a damage reduction, which is certainly helpful. Flip is now a cleric instead of a sorcerer, so clerics get that chance to have a mana shield. Let's take a look between the original, which was 45% health for all allies. Not bad at average speed. Now it's 50% health for all allies. Excellent. Bypass defensive buffs with their attacks for 4 turns, all allies. And that's the same. All allies get plus 50% critical chance for 4 turns, is now plus 55% critical chance for 4 turns. Yeah, not a bad healer. Also a solid a Titan hero if you need somebody on your red Titan team. Get a healer, help everybody last, and then you're going to give everybody plus 55% critical chance as you're swiping those tiles in. Yeah, there's Flip. And there are my thoughts on all these new heroes, everybody. There's tons of them. Let me know down below what you think, and if you do any polls, let me know. If you have any luck, I hope you do. And I thank you very much for watching the video today. We'll see you next time.